Hello. Today's lesson is 7-5 and it's called Writing Division Stories. This lesson was pretty hard today for a lot of students. You know how to write and solve addition, subtraction, and multiplication stories. Today you'll be learning how to write and solve division stories. So we'll start with what we already know. 3 times 2 equals 6. What are some multiplication stories you could write about this number sentence? We said things like, I have 3 friends, each of them has 2 balls, how many balls altogether? Or, I have 3 groups of candies with 2 candies in each group, how many candies altogether? It got tougher when we started talking about division stories. What's a division story you could write about this number sentence? 8 divided by 2. One story I've thought of, a clown has 8 balloons. He gives 2 balloons to each child. How many children get balloons? But it is hard. Writing division stories seems hard, says this guy. How do I know I've done it correctly? And the other guy says, begin by asking yourself, what do all division stories include? We spent time talking about what all division stories include. Let's see, what do all division stories include? I'll look at some and see. So here's some division stories. Take some time to read them to yourself. Pause the video if you need to. Let's see, how many sentences are in each division story? Count them. Division stories have 3 sentences. What do you notice about the first sentence in each story? The first sentence gives the big number. It's always the biggest number in the story. What do you notice about the second sentence in each story? The second sentence tells the number of groups or the number in each group. It also includes the word each or equal. What do you notice about the third sentence in each story? The third sentence in each story asks you to find the number of groups or the number in each group. Whatever the information that was not given in sentence 2 needs to be asked in sentence 3. Let's take a closer look at these division stories and be sure we aren't missing anything important. So here we go again, talking now just about sentence 1 in the division stories. Division stories have 3 sentences. Sentence 1 gives the big number. This number shows the whole in any story. On a part-part whole map, this number would be at the top. You should never need to multiply this number to solve. Your answer will always be smaller than or equal to this number, never bigger. Sentence 2 tells the number of groups or the number in each group. It needs to include the word each or equal or a word that means the same thing. Sentence 2 has a smaller number by which the number in sentence 1 is divided. So to explain that last part a little better. This problem, clown has 8 balloons. He gives 2 balloons to each child. It's 8 divided by 2. I have 15 roses. I want to put 3 in each vase. It's 15 divided by 3. $20, toy cars cost $4 each, 20 divided by 4, and so on. We're dividing by that number that's in the second sentence. Sentence 3 asks you to find the number of groups or the number in each group. Whichever you did not include in sentence 2 needs to be what you're asked to find in sentence 3. If I was picturing a division sentence, a number sentence, sentence 3 would be the part after the equal sign. It would say, what does it equal? It would have a question mark or an N. We had some fun picking our own division stories, so we chose something from each of the 3 columns and filled in the blanks at the end. For example, I have 8 donuts I'll pick from the first column. I want to put them equally into 4 bags. How many donuts for each bag? And you can keep playing with that and come up with other ones. The answer is always the same. This was another one we came up with, 10 divided by 2. We thought of silly stuff for these, had fun with this, and filled in the blanks. Pause the video to see if you can make some of your own division stories. Pick any of them. This was our last one, 14 divided by 7. And that was it for today.